The most rewarding part of conquering binge eating isn't becoming binge free. And that might shock you because you're like, no, Lorna, like it actually is. Like I want nothing more than to be binge free, live out my binge free life. But as someone who is binge free, as someone who is literally living that life right now, I am here to tell you that the most rewarding part about conquering binge eating is about the person that you needed to become in order to get there. Who you chose to be along the way, who you chose to be along the journey. The version of yourself who was so brave to open up to your husband about your binge eating. When you decided to say, screw it, let go of any shame, and instead of feeling embarrassed, you saw yourself as the most powerful woman who was not going to let binge eating hold you back in your marriage, but actually let it open up this portal where your husband and yourself communicate openly and effectively, where you normalize vulnerability, where you feel safe to express yourself, exactly how you feel, exactly what's on your mind. One of my incredible clients shared, she's like, my relationship with my husband has gotten so much better. And I use this phrase like, you go first. This client has been working on her relationship with food. She's been opening up. She's been expressing herself, sharing her needs, being vulnerable. And as a result, her husband has been opening up. Their family relationship is better, even on how they communicate with their children. It's who you're being. The version of yourself who was so resilient. You know, on the days where your urge was so strong and you decided to say, actually, this is not who I am, and you chose to not give in, that is being someone. That is being someone who's strong and resilient. On the days where you felt so bloated, and it's so easy, it would have been really easy for you to be like, oh, I just want to eat something. I just want to eat more to make myself feel better, because you know that a lot of the times feeling uncomfortably full, feeling bloated is often a trigger to binge, right? It's like, I already feel like crap. Let me just continue eating so I can try to feel better, but you know that doesn't actually make you feel better. So instead of saying screw it and eat more to quote unquote feel better, you chose to actually just get some fresh air instead. Go for a lovely walk. Take your car, go to a nice park, go for a nice stroll. The version of yourself who never once gave up. Not once. Even though there are times you wanted to either pull your hair out or scream or cry or throw in the towel, you said, no, I am not giving up. Like, I am so freaking determined. I'm going to do this. I am going to conquer. When most people quit, you kept on going. When most people said, like, this is too hard, you showed up even more powerfully for yourself. You were the leader. You went first. You led the way. You led the way. I think of certain clients that I see inside of my community, and they're always like just like so positive, so uplifting. You know, it's like, forget about what everyone else says about how your journey is supposed to look like. Oh, it has to be hard. If it's actually not that hard for you, embrace it. I had a client literally, she's worked with me, and the entire time she didn't binge. But before that, she was overeating and binging like crazy. And she owned that. She actually has been feeling so good in her own skin, crushing her health and fitness goals while having the most effortless relationship with food. And she didn't hold back. She's like, this is my reality. She went first. When most people say it's hard, she was like, I'm doing this. Like, I am literally so freaking committed. I'm doing this for myself. It's the most important thing. She led the way. When most people stress over timelines, you remind yourself that you're in this for the long term. Screw a timeline. Screw like, oh, it's been X amount of months. It's been X amount of years. Who cares? Who cares? You know you're going to conquer. So who gives a flying crapola about when it's going to happen? Because you know that it will. And so you show up every single day like, I'm going to conquer. That was me on my journey. I swear to you, I was not worried about the timeline. I actually still to this day, I don't even know how long it took me because I didn't care. I just cared about conquering. I cared about being somebody every single day, someone who was resilient and strong and who never once gave up on myself. Like I was somebody along my journey. And that's why it's so fulfilling. It's like, I remember all those times it was so easy to be like, oh, screw it. Like, it's just been a long day, like one more time. Or, like, F it, I'm just going to sabotage. Like, who cares? And it's like, no, I chose to be someone different. The version of yourself that chose to say, you know what? It's hot outside. I'm going to put on my bathing suit. I'm going to rock it by the pool because I actually respect the body that I'm in. I'm actually in this beautiful, strong, capable body, and I've actually fallen so deeply in love with who I am. The version of yourself who didn't settle for less urges but kept showing up until they were completely gone. The version of yourself who stops when you're full. No matter how delicious a food is, you're like, it's actually the most self-loving thing for me to stop. And it's not even worth it for me to keep on going. You're no longer trapped in the all or nothing mentality. One last time, you remember that every single moment matters. And again, when it's easy to just say, oh no, today's been a long day, but I'm already bloated. It's like you don't give into those thoughts because that's not actually who you are. You are this resilient person. You're so committed. So you're like, no, every single moment matters. And even if I've overeaten a little bit, I'm not going to keep on going. I can literally stop now. The version of yourself who has boundaries with family, even when it's challenging to set those and it feels scary or it feels awkward, because you're so committed to protecting your precious time and energy because you know that your needs matter. Like you value yourself. You know that your needs matter. So you set those boundaries in place, whether it's at work, whether it's with family members, whether it's with a partner. You value yourself so much more, and you're not going to let people just walk all over you. Your time is precious. Your energy is so valuable. So you don't just give your time and energy away to anyone. No, you have boundaries in place. The version of yourself that has to have conversations. Again, at work, you speak up for yourself. Like one of my incredible badass conquer clients, she's like, I felt like I was swimming at work. Like there was just so many things to do. And she's like, I had a tough conversation. I spoke up for myself and I put boundaries in place and I got the support that I needed. Like choosing to speak up for yourself instead of pretending like, oh, everything's fine when you're literally swimming in to-do lists and projects that are never ending. It's like, no, like that's not the greatest version of myself. The greatest version of myself has boundaries. She protects her time, her energy. She values herself. She's not going to get walked all over. It's like, no, like my mental health matters. My physical health matters. Like I'm not going to just say yes to everyone. No, I'm actually going to say, no, I can't do that. Or I can't do that today. I'll get to it tomorrow. This version of yourself, this badass woman that you chose to become every single step of your journey is actually the most rewarding part. That's what you're going to remember. Who you were along the way, who you needed to be in order to get here. Like being binge free is fantastic and you're going to get there. But you're not going to remember the day that you became binge free because it's not going to be like, oh, on this specific day. It's like, it's an accumulation of everything that you've done. It's who you needed to be along the way. So wake up every single day and be her. Be her. The strong, brave, courageous, unstoppable, badass version of yourself. Because when you focus on her, when you focus on who you're being along the way, what happens is you take action in alignment with her. And therefore, you become the person who no longer has these crazy food thoughts and, strong urges or the F it mentality. You eat balanced. You stop when you're full. Food actually feels effortless. You love yourself more because who you were along the way. Someone who loves themselves has boundaries. Someone who can easily stop when they're full, they respect their body. Somebody who has hard conversations knows the value of that. And they're like, that's actually important for me. My relationship really matters to me. So I'm going to be the person that leans into the fear. You're in this for the long haul. It's the most important thing for you to conquer. So be her every single day, and you're going to have this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful journey to look back on and feel so freaking proud of yourself that you never once wavered. You never once gave up. You were all in, so freaking committed to stepping into the woman that you've always known you were meant to be. I've got your back through it all. I'll be your badass mentor, your cheerleader, your rock, the one who literally reminds you of your power, your strength, your resiliency every damn day. Clients come on coaching calls with me and they're like, Lorna, tell me how it is. I love the tough love. Like, just say it how it is. Like, I will remind you of your power. I will remind you of your strength. I will remind you that you can do hard and challenging things. I've got your back through it all. On days where you're literally feeling so freaking good, I'm going to literally be jumping up and down with you and we're going to be celebrating. When you make a badass move, I'm going to remind you of your power and strength and commitment to this, and we're going to celebrate. And on days where it's challenging, on days where, you're having a moment, you're having maybe negative thoughts, you're spiraling, I'll also be there to lift you up, to encourage you, to say, we've got this. Because you know what? I've walked through this journey myself. I will be the mentor that knows how to support you in every single situation, because my journey was not rainbows and butterflies. Yes, I had so many days, and I know how good it feels when you don't give into an urge. So I will celebrate that for you. But I will also celebrate the moments where you have to have a difficult conversation and work is really busy and you feel stressed out, or you've just overeaten and you're like, what the heck? I feel like I was doing so well and then I just overate. Like, I will be there to support you in those moments because I have walked this path myself. I've literally gone through the lows of the lows and the highs of the highs, and I know how to support you. I've got your back through it all. The good, the bad, the ugly, the fantastic, the great, the not so good. Like, I've got your back literally through it all. I've got your back through it all. There's nothing to fear. I've got you. So, who you are along the way is the most rewarding part of the journey. So focus on who you're being along the way. Take action in alignment with her. Be that person. Because when you do, everything will change. You'll be happier. You'll experience more joy. You'll literally feel unstoppable. Like, literally, it's honestly impossible to not feel unstoppable when you're doing things that are in alignment with the greatest version of yourself. You're like, yes, like, this is who I'm meant to be. This is who I'm meant to be. So show up as her every freaking day. And not only will you conquer binge eating, but you'll have this beautiful journey to look back on and be so freaking proud of yourself for who you were along the way and the results that you've accomplished as a result of being her.